Imagine a young nation, freshly born from the fires of revolution, suddenly facing its first major internal uprising. A rebellion that threatened to tear apart the fragile unity of the United States before it had even truly begun. Welcome to Flashback Features. Today, we're diving into the Whiskey Rebellion, the first major uprising in American history, a test of the new government's resolve, and a story that echoes the struggles for justice and resistance against unfair policies around the world. In the 1790s, just a few years after the United States had won its independence from Britain, the new government faced a daunting challenge: how to pay off war debts and establish a stable economy. Treasury Secretary Alexander Hamilton proposed a tax on whiskey to raise revenue. Much like other governments have imposed taxes on essential commodities throughout history, for many farmers, whiskey wasn't just a drink. It was a vital part of their livelihood. Just like certain agricultural products or small-scale industries have been for people in other parts of the world, distilling grain into whiskey made it easier to transport and sell, and it was more profitable. The whiskey tax was seen as an unfair burden, particularly on small farmers in western Pennsylvania, who relied heavily on whiskey production to make ends meet. As tax collectors began their rounds, resistance quickly turned into defiance. Farmers already struggling saw this tax as an attack on their very survival. In 1794, tensions boiled over into open rebellion. Angry farmers took up arms, tarring and feathering tax collectors, burning down homes, and even threatening to break away from the Union. This Whiskey Rebellion was America's first major test of its federal authority, similar to how other governments have faced significant challenges in maintaining control during periods of civil unrest. President George Washington knew that the very fate of the young nation was at stake. If the government couldn't enforce its laws, it would lose credibility and control. Washington took unprecedented action by personally leading a militia force of nearly 13,000 men, the largest military action he had commanded since the Revolutionary War, to put down the rebellion. Washington's leadership during the Whiskey Rebellion was more than just a display of power. It was a defining moment that showcased his resolve and vision for a united nation. The image of Washington, often depicted as a figure of unwavering resolve, became synonymous with the strength of the fledgling United States. His legacy continues to inspire, just as his likeness endures in art and culture. But this wasn't just an American story. Across the world, people have risen up when they felt their livelihoods were threatened. The Whiskey Rebellion is a testament to the universal struggle against injustice, a narrative that has played out in different forms across various cultures and eras. Despite its failure, the Whiskey Rebellion had a lasting legacy. It helped to define the relationship between the federal government and its citizens, establishing the principle that, while peaceful protest is a right, violent resistance would not be tolerated. The concept has played out in various forms throughout history, showing the delicate balance between governance and civil liberties. Thank you for joining us on Flashback Features. If you found this journey into the Whiskey Rebellion fascinating, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for more captivating explorations of history and the events that shaped our world.